it's Ann and welcome back to Awesome Budgets. This is our Sunday budget with me. That's where we use a little bit of our extra money and move towards all of our sinking fund goals. We also work on our 2026 year-long challenges as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's get started with our year-long challenges. So we will get our binder out right here. We're gonna start like we have been the last couple weeks. I like how this has been going for us. So we're gonna continue this trend and we are going to go ahead and start on our budget with Carly. And this is our 52-week savings challenge and we've been rolling a 4-sided die. So we are going to save $3 this week. So we're gonna go ahead and write that right in there and right there. Perfect. Okay, our next challenge is our 2026 with Anna and Lacey, and we are going to finish up February. Perfect. Let's go ahead and finish up February to see what our entertainment's going to be. So let's get our 6-sided dice, and let's see here. We got a 3, so 1, 2, and 3. We will not be watching a horror film. 1, 2, 3, 4, or an action film. Or a chick flick. Probably my husband will be happy about that. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, I would have liked a documentary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we will not be watching a comedy either. We're going to be watching a Western. Okay. So that is $4 for Anna and Lacey. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the Almost Ultimate 2026 Savings Challenge book by the Miss Champion. And we are going to finish this page up as well. So let's see what we get today. We got a 2. Perfect. A 6. And our final one is a 3. So that's 9, 10, and 11. And that will finish up our February. Okay. Our next challenge is our Princess Challenge. Okay, and we use a 10-sided die on this one. So that's a number 7. Seven, 10. So we will do a number 1 on this one. 8, 2 more rolls, a number 1, that's 9, and our last one is a number 5, so that is 14. Perfect. So that's 14 in our Princess Challenge. Okay, our next one is our 2026 Wednesdays, and this is this is by LV Budgets, and this week is 25. Next is our Ditch That Debt, and we did finish, I think it was 3 challenges last week. So we are going to be putting in a pretty good chunk for that one. We're going to finish up our Bookish Mama Budgets Year of Booze. And we are rolling a 4-sided dice for this month. And we are finishing off with a number 1. Okay, our Save Our Age, we do 12 for Miss P, and this will be our final time stuffing 4 for Miss E. So we will do that right there. And then in Party Planner Papery, we are doing $3 more. to finish off that one. So that is $77 right there. So let's go back up to our front and we will stuff our 50 circle challenge. And let's go ahead and do let's go ahead and just do number 17 this week. Okay, so we're gonna do number 17 right there. Perfect. Okay, that is perfect right there. So that is everything for that, and that gives us a total of $94 for our challenges this week. Let's move on to our sinking funds. Okay, before we move on to the sinking funds, I do want to show you guys a little freebie that I will be posting on my Ko-fi shop. This week is Miss E's 5th birthday. It is on Thursday. So we made some challenges to go out for her birthday. So this is our first one. I didn't choose the Nug Life. The Nug Life chose me. A little taco, and then life is full of possibilities. And these are 3 of Miss E's favorite things to eat. So chicken nuggets, tacos, and any kind of noodle, really. So that will be found on my Ko-fi shop. If you are interested, you can go download this set, and we will be releasing a new freebie for every day until Thursday this week. So we're going to be releasing 5 freebies this week. So that is the most I've ever released in one time. And I hope you guys like them. So I'll be showing you it every day in my videos, which one we are releasing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We do have, I think I have $150 today. That's what I'm going to work with anyway. So let's go ahead and make some room for us. Okay, so 150. So I do like to start with $5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 in all of our long-term binder here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. You know what? I'm not going to do miscellaneous this week. We are a little short on money, so let's go ahead and add the $5 back there. So we'll not do miscellaneous this week. I think we are fine there. And then we like to go to our holiday, our Christmas binder. And I have been doing 5 into each of my family's gifts, 10, 15, and 20. And then into our family's gifts, we've been doing $10 a week. So that is $30 there. And then I have been trying to do, and I want to do it again this week, I'm going to do $5 in the gifts category. And the gifts category is for everyone else, teachers, my friends at work that I buy gifts for, etc., etc. So we will do that. So that leaves us with 90. We will not be putting anything into anything else this week there. I do want to go to our holiday binder next. This one I have pretty much been funding from our Festive Fridays. So I do have, you know what? I'm not going to do it this week. This is going to be the first week I am not going to fund back to school. I think we're doing pretty good. We have a couple challenges that are coming up finishing there. So I'm feeling good about that. So I am going to go ahead and move on to the girls binder. And I have been kind of mixing up how much we're putting in each of their savings. So I'm not going to put anything right now into each of the girls' savings because they're okay. They have some stuff finishing up. So Miss P's clothes, I'm going to do $1 into her clothes, and then I'm going to do $2 into her beauty and $2 into her spending. And I'm going to do the same with Miss E. I'm going to do $1 in clothes, $2 in beauty, $2 in spending. So that is $10 for their binder there. And then in the back section, let's go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to do $2 in activities, $2 into gifts, and then $1 into school. So that's another $5 for their binder. Let's go to mine and my husband's binder right here. Let's go to My Beauty. We'll do the same. We'll do $1 to My Beauty, and what I do to mine, I do to my husband's. And then we're going to do, let's do $3 into clothing. So that's 4. And then we will do $1 into spending. That is 5 there, so that's another $10. And then my husband did spend some money out of his kind of like extra category, but you know what, this week we're gonna skip it again because I'm really trying to share the love here. So okay, perfect. So that takes care of those 2 binders. So let's go back up to the front. We have $65 to play with. So let's go to our sinking funds binder, and in here we are going to go ahead and put, we did have to get maintenance on my car this weekend, and so it was an oil change. It was like just over $100, I think it was. So we are gonna have to take money out of that. So let's go ahead and put $5 into car maintenance. Medical, skip that. Medical, let's go ahead and do 10. Okay, that leaves us 50. I'm going to do $5 into pins, and then I'm going to do, okay, so I'm going to do $10 into tires because they did tell us it looks like I need new tires on my car. So I'm going to go ahead and skip technology this week. And then in our home binder, we have $35 left. I'm going to go ahead and do $5 into appliances. I'm still trying to pay ourselves back from when we had to buy a new refrigerator. So yeah, that's where we're at there. Pantry projects. Okay, I have 30. So let's go ahead and do $3 into projects. Let's go ahead and do $3 into shutters, and let's go ahead and do $4 into home technology. Perfect. So that leaves us $20 for our travel binder. So I'm going to go straight to my section right here for girls trip, and I'm gonna put $10 in girls trip. We did just book our airline tickets for my girls trip in the summer. We have decided that we're gonna go to Disneyland, and I'm so excited. I have never been to Disneyland. It has been a dream of mine for a very long time. I am a Disney World kid. Like, I grew up in Florida. We grew up going to Disney all the time here in Orlando. And so it was cheaper for us to fly out to Disneyland in California, and then we're going to drive to Vegas. And then we're going to fly home from there this summer. And it's a group of 4 of us. So I'm super excited. I'm, a little nervous. I've never traveled without my girls, but it's going to be the longest I'm ever away from them, but it's okay. It's good for all of us. It's good for all of us. I'm going to do $1 into Alaska. I'm going to do $2 into cruise. I'm going to do $2 into expenses. Okay, I have $5 left. I'm gonna do $1 into Disneyland. Now, my Disneyland trip this summer is not coming out of this Disneyland envelope. It is coming strictly out of my girls trip envelope. So I have enough money to cover the flights that I've already booked. So now I need to save up for the hotel. And then I'm also saving up for, I need to buy tickets to Disneyland. And then I also need to have spending money for when we're out there. So this will probably get on stuff soon, so I can go ahead and pay for the flights that we booked. But everything else isn't due until we go. So we are looking into how we can get some cheaper tickets, but it won't be coming out of this envelope at all. This envelope is for the hopes and the dreams of when my little family can travel out to California and go to Disneyland, just the 4 of us. We are still probably a couple years away. Miss E is almost 5, but when we decide to go, I want her to be able to enjoy it like the rest of us. So I want her to be 8 or 9 when we go. So that is the goal there. So just to let you know what's happening there. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna come back to that one. That one's at an even. Okay, so vacation, we'll get 2. Perfect. So we have $2 left. So 1 and 1. Perfect. Okay, so let's add it up to make sure we are at $150 here. $150. Awesome. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic Sunday. We are getting ready to celebrate a 5-year-old. So don't forget to go to our Ko-fi shop and pick up our cute little freebie challenge for Miss E's birthday week. And we will talk to y'all soon. Bye, everyone.